YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you for your love and for your support. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut a standing peplum. So this is 1440 peplum, which is 4 peplum. So what I mean by 4 peplum is that we're going to cut out 4 peplum and then you join all of them together to form one peplum. And we're going to be doing this in the freehand method. We're not going to be making use of any calculation. That's why we're not going to be making use of the regular flay or formula of 6.28. Sorry, I beg your pardon, of 6.28. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you are new to the channel, you are highly and very welcome. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Please and please, before I continue, I want you to go ahead and like this video. Okay, please just like this video because something is I'm just on a later date. I'm going to make a video and discuss about it, about my channel. So I just want you to like this video. If you notice, most of my subscribers, they have not been seeing my videos. You understand? Even though they have their notification turned on, so something is going on. But like I said, I will clear that up on a later date. But just please like this video to help suggest it to other of my subscribers. So thank you so much. Okay, so now let's continue. So I'm just going to drop. So these are the materials that I'm going to be making use of. This is my, okay, I'll adjust. So these are the materials that I'm going to be making use of. This is my Ankara fabric, and then I have the medium gum stay here. You can see it, and then okay, this is also the medium gum stay, and then I have hair stay. So these are the things that I'm going to be cutting, and then my lining. So first of all, I'm going to cut it on a pattern paper so it will be easy for you to see, and then we'll transfer it to the fabric and then cut out all of our paddings that we're going to use to give it that standing effect. So if you want to register for our online classes also, you can see my numbers just scrolling through the screen. So send me a message on WhatsApp and then I'll give you the details of the classes. Okay, so before we continue, so like I said we're cutting the 1440 peplum. So what this means is we're cutting out 4 peplum to give us 1. Okay, so the measurements we are going to be using, like I said, we're doing freehand. My waist measurement is 32. So I'm going to add 2 inches to it to the 32. Why I'm adding 2 inches to it is because of the zipper. So what I now have is 34. So since this is a freehand peplum, I'm not going to be adding any stitching allowance to it. Why? Because most times when you do freehand peplum, there's a probability that it's a little bit going to be bigger. That's the waist measurement. It's always like that. It's a little bit going to be bigger than your regular waist. So maybe you have to start pleating or you have to cut and trim out. So because of that, so most time once I'm cutting out freehand peplum, I usually don't add stitching allowance because that excess will not accommodate my stitching. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So now we'll be working with the waist measurement of 34. So we're going to be working with our, to get what we're going to fold. So the first thing, let's fold our pattern paper. So we'll fold it into 4. We'll cut here and then we'll transfer to the fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead now. So you see I've folded my fabric into 4. You know, normally when you are cutting out peplum, when you fold like this, if you are cutting out a freehand peplum, when you fold like this, all you have to do is just eyeball it and then get your tape on where you are going to put your waist measurement. So that's what we normally do. But since I'm cutting out 4 peplum, I want 4 peplum to form 1 peplum for me. My waist measurement is 34. So when you divide 34 normally into 4, I'm going to have 8.5. So let's just do our tape since we are doing the manual method so you can see and understand. So this is 34. So you have 17 and then you take it like this again. So you have 8.5. So normally this 8.5, I'm supposed to just place my 8.5 like this on a normal day and then cut out like this for me to have my regular peplum. But because this my 8.5 now, I want to divide it into 4 so that my peplum will be very full. I'm just going to go ahead again like this. I'll do this. This is 2 and then I'll do this again. So you see this is 4. So now this is what I'm going to place on this tip part. So you see how simple it is. This is what I'm going to place here like this. I'll place it like this and then I'm just going to mark like this. Just trace it like this. So I have about roughly 2 inches. So I'm just going to mark it like this. This is my 2 inches now for the waist. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to measure the length of the peplum. So for the length, I'm going to be using about 9 inches. So I'll add 1 inch will give me 9.5. Okay, I'll add 9 inches. When I add 1 inch, I'm going to have 10 inches. I beg your pardon. So at the end of the day, so this is what I have now. So I'm going to cut out. And then after cutting out, I'm going to cut this part out like this. So you can see that this waist measurement, now you see that it is very slim. So now I'm going to cut out another three of this to make it four. So this one, I'm just going to use this to transfer to my fabric. So no, there's no need for me to cut. So I'll transfer this to my fabric. I'll cut out 4 pieces with my Ankara and then cut out another 4 pieces with my lining. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so you can see I finished transferring them to the fabric. So you can see my hairstay. I cut them out. They are four. So you can see my Ankara also. They are 4 pieces. And then my gum stay also are four. And then my lining. So what I'll go and do right now, I'm going to take this gum stay, this medium gum stay. I'm going to iron it on my on my lining. So I'll iron them, and then the hairstay, I'm going to iron the hairstay on the fabric. So I'll just go ahead and go and do that, and then I'll come back and show you how we're going to join them together. Okay, so now I'm going to, so I finished ironing all of my pieces. So you can see the hairstay here, and then the gum stay on the lining. So I'll just go ahead now and open up my peplum from the radius part now. I'll just go ahead. So I already know how much opening I'm adding. So I'll go ahead, I'll open all of them. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do now. The next thing, I'm going to do the same thing to the lining. But before then, I'm going to open up this ones now. Just pick any part and just open on one side. Okay, so you see, I finished opening them. So you can see already how, as in it's looking, you can see the waves on them already. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take them back to my machine, and then I'm going to go and join them together. All of my 4 pieces, I will join all of them together to give me my round waist measurement. So you can see how full it is looking. I'll join them and then come back and I'll do the same thing to the lining, and then come back and show you how it will look like before turning with the lining. Okay, so you can see I finished stitching them together. So you can see my peplum is looking so beautiful already. So you can see how full it is. So you can see, I hope you can see it. You see how full it is looking. So this is the difference. So that is why you see peplum that they are so full, and you'll be wondering how it was done. So you see the lining also is full also. So now the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to join them together. It is a simple process. You see the lining also is even standing very beautiful already. So all you are going to do, because everything is the same, I'm just going to place them like this, and then I'll stitch it on the down part. Just make sure that your peplum and your lining are the same. That is all you need. So you see, once you place them, as you are stitching everything, it will just be going. So I'm just going to go ahead like that. I'll just be stitching it from the down. I'll just keep stitching, stitching, stitching. As I'm stitching, I'll just be opening it. So I'll go ahead, I'll stitch everything on the down, and then stitch the two sides, and then I'll bring it back and show you. Just make sure, the secret of this is make sure that your lining and your fabric, they are the same. so everything will turn nicely. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so you can see I finished stitching my peplum. So you can see how full and standing it is looking already. So the next thing, so there's something I want to explain to you. Once you, like I said, once you cut it right, you see that your lining joining point and your fabric joining point, all of them will meet. You understand? So you can see them. You see all of them meeting at the same point. So that will help you to know that you have done the right thing. So I'll just go ahead now. I'll trim it down and then go ahead, iron it, and then I'll place it on the mannequin for you to see the final look of the peplum. Okay, guys. So at the end of the day, so you can see how our peplum looks like. It's so beautiful. Can't you see how full? I'm going to place it on the mannequin for you to see how it is looking so pretty. I'm just so excited, seriously. Okay, guys, so I'm just so excited. So at the end of the day, so you can see how our peplum looks like. So you see our 1440, which is four peplum. So you see how it looks like. So I even have, because the waist of the mannequin is a little bit small, so you can see the back also. You can see the full and the standing effect that it is having. So thank you so much. Like I said earlier on, please, if you can see this video, please hit on the like button. I would really appreciate that. It actually takes nothing to do that. And if you find this video helpful and you have any question, you can drop your question on the comment section. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.